Okay, welcome back everybody to Bowlero, Cranston, Rhode Island, NEBA number 971. As Bruce will tell you, on the way to 1,000.
971, that's unbelievable.
Imagine that.
Wow.
Longest running tournament organization in the country.
Would have been consecutive if it wasn't for a little thing called COVID, because we never missed a month before that.
Since 1963.
We bowled in blizzards, we bowled in...
I remember a few of those.
Yeah, I remember. I've driven in blizzards to get to a NEBA for sure.
But we were derailed by COVID, and so the consecutive streak is over, but we still are on the road to 1,000 tournaments.
And we stopped separating singles and doubles and specials events. Now we just number them off. Every event increments by one. So
they all count.
They all count.
As anybody will tell you, I'll tell you. Like,
a title's a title.
Over under doubles that I won last year means just as much as the two singles titles have. So they all count the same to me. I don't, other than Hall of Fame points.
Well,
which we all worry about, but
there were only two for the doubles events.
Yeah.
So.
But I digress. We are bowling on a 37-foot pattern today, 28.8 mils. Call it 4 to 4.5 to 1 on left to right. They were slightly asymmetric side to side, but they were around 4 to 1. And this morning, I will tell you, they played way harder than that. They did open up at 12:30. They got much easier. The scores went up. And they appear to have tamed down a little bit during the finals here. They're not nearly as tough as they were this morning, but nowhere near as easy as they were in the afternoon. We are in the round of 8. Brian Gaskell here once again with my partner, Bruce Hall. Hi, Bruce.
Hey, bud.
And our host sponsor for the event, GrogMonster Sports, former NEBA Bowler of the Year, Greg Flamand. Hi, Greg.
Hello, everybody.
And Hall of Famer.
Pleasure to be here.
And Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer Greg Flamand.
And Samba champion Greg Flamand.
Yeah. You know what's so important about these doubles tournaments, and I remember it when I was always bowling for points, is when you're thinking about the points and where you're going to be, you really need to get some points out of the doubles tournaments.
Sure.
And it's really hard to do. You got to match up with partners, and who knows what's going to match up with what, or who's good bowling today. But you still look at it like you really want to get something out of it.
All the Bowler of the Year stuff, all the special, top 16 for the Cambridge. Yep, it all counts, and you have to bowl them all, and you got to do well in the doubles. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean
those points count just as much.
Those points count the same. So let's round up our matches here on 5 and 6. The team of Roca and Gotterbarn against Perone and Tom Coco Jr. On 7 and 8, Nate Clark and Eric Copping against Bill Webb and Jeremy Hartbarger. On our 2 feature pairs, on 9 and 10, Andrew Hall and Adam Zimmerman against Maria Bullinova and Hunter Kempton. And on our right feature pair, 11 and 12, Hagamoser and Hagamoser, Randy and Colby against Rob Green Jr. and Malik Grove.
Well, I must express sadness for the Hall-Kempton match. They're actually living together now in Westboro. And
I was going to say that's
a darn shame.
Yeah,
that's the new house, if you will.
The worst part when you're bowling, running into your friends early in the bracket.
Yeah. Well, it's not super early.
It's not still early, but you know what?
Still,
somebody's going to be out one way or another. So
I'll tell you, the other thing, Gas, I'm noticing is that there are 4 lefties still in. That's impressive. Because based on what I had this morning, these guys are bowling really, really well to stay in, and that's Roca, Coco, Hagamoser, and Nate Clark. So those guys are really earning it.
they're all pretty direct too.
Well, they're able to play out. I wasn't able to do that this morning, so they're able to stay out and do it. There's Malik Grove with a very direct shot. That laid off and got into the pocket for him. Well, guys, time to pick a champion in the round of 8. This is the time to put your bets on the line. And being a sports handicapper,
place your
Greg,
bets.
why don't we start with you? You're looking at the teams. Any thoughts?
I do like two teams here, and I like Billy Webb's team, and I like Hausemarker's team here. I'm watching them both bowl, and they've been bowling very well all day. They don't seem to have any big hiccups. You know.
Well, yeah, you gotta like Webb and.
I was gonna say, you can never go wrong picking Webb.
Yeah, you can never go wrong picking Webb on anything.
Jeremy too is he's nice and straight and direct. He's not going to move the ball around a lot.
Yeah, he's got that kind of voodoo, sneaky, powerful roll. Yeah. He doesn't do much to it,
but he'll appreciate that.
Keeps it in play.
He keeps it in play. He always keeps it in play.
Of course, we just say that, and Webb just started off with a Brooklyn.
Oh, he's smiling about it.
He is. Yeah. At least he feels bad about it. So, and Adam Zimmerman goes by a 2-8. So we did have to move the Mevo. This round is on the.
Yeah. We can move the Mevo, but we can't move us. So we
don't move. So
we're
at
a slightly disadvantage here, angle-wise. We are well off to the right of all the matches.
We can stand. We have a little bit of
room,
tether room here, but
like if somebody left a 10-pound lane 6, you wouldn't know it.
That's true.
So we'll do the best we can. We are sitting behind 13 and 14, which is not even in play this round. We can move the camera so you guys at home can get a good view, but we'll do the best we can.
And then after this, we'll be back to 13 and 14, 15 and 16, and then the finals on 17 and 18.
I'm going to make my pick. I'm going to pick Roca and Gauderbron.
Wow, good pick. Interesting.
I bowled next to them today, and as miserable as they were this morning, those guys struck a lot.
Yeah.
They had one really bad game. Like I think they were leading after the first game, and then
they led this morning, right? Yeah.
They had a bad second
this
game.
morning, yeah.
Like they only shot 350 game 2 maybe. As soon as I said something, he missed that pin. That's what we call the announcer's curse.
Malik Grove with a powerful bank off the edge and strike.
Yeah, those guys had a great look this morning on both pairs, and on the fresh when they were really miserable. So I'm going to pick them.
Well, guys, I'm sorry to say that as the proud papa, and that they're high qualifiers, but unfortunately on the burn, I will have to go with the Hall and Zimmerman team. And meanwhile, whoever took Hagemoser and Hagemoser, Randy banking a couple off the edge and getting a double there. So 3 different teams selected here.
Randy's been bowling really good all day. Right direct up the left side and really controlling the break point.
Yep. Rolling it right up the edge.
Yeah, nice.
I think he even moved out there later in the qualifying.
Okay.
Because it really wasn't there much. It was just too violent a move. So he had to move in. So meanwhile, Roca threw the beak. So Eric Copping, Brooklyn.
In case people are just joining this round for the first time today, we did have 83 doubles teams, 56 teams at 9 a.m. And as we mentioned, they were pretty miserable. The cut for the top 9 out of the 56 teams was -6.
Wow.
They were tough. Then we had a second squad at 12:30. 27 teams bowled on the second squad. Like I said, re-entries were down.
And the cut was?
152 over.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Just a little bit different.
Just a little different. And a large number of the at-large came from the second squad because of that.
Yeah, they really opened up. I think, the middle held up, and then there was swing. So you were able to move in and really just pitch to it.
Yeah, I saw guys on the right be able to move into 20.
I didn't believe that was going to happen. I could not have been more wrong.
Well, you were thinking urethane would carry it down and not give you the back end.
Because not only that, but people were throwing urethane all over the lane. Like, it wasn't just like everyone was playing 5.
Yeah.
Like, you had urethane going down 5, you had urethane going down 10, you had urethane going down 15.
Yep.
And at some point, I just thought it was just going to get too,
But I think, what it did is it created a little bit of hold. And it was short enough that if you got it right, it would recover. Beautiful shot there by Malik, tapping out the 10 as we watch Webb flag a 7-pin.
Wow.
On lane 7. And here's, so the Hagemoser team is down about 20 right now, maybe 18. There's a chance to cut it to single digits with Randy on lane 11. Right out to the edge. Gets the rolling 6-8.
See what I mean? I really like what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah. He might have got that a touch right, and it did lay off for him a little bit. And, of course, Player of the Year, Randy Hagemoser.
Yeah, I congratulated him. That's terrific. It's really hard to do, I know.
Yes, you would.
I had a lot of people help me.
And we were just talking about the presentation of that because, of course, that trophy you see at the end of the tournament, the Bowler of the Year gets that trophy with all the champions on it at the end of the campaign.
Wow.
So that's how we do it these days.
That's nice.
And Randy was asking about that trophy. He says, when do I get it? Do I get that trophy? When do I get it? Do I get it? Well, it turns out I think we're going to do it at the Hall of Fame dinner, which we're going to plan for January.
Okay.
So we should be able to, and we'll give out all the winners' trophies and Hall of Famers and things like that. So we should have some fun with that. So, speaking of that, Gas, I'm holding a report in my hand, which is a new piece of software report that our wizard David Kipperman has come up with, and it is an output of Hall of Fame points. And we have 3 bowlers who have just or recently qualified for the Hall of Fame, but have not yet been inducted. That would be Ryan Graywax, Eric Copping, and John Kirker. We have 2 bowlers who need to sign up to NEBA, and as soon as they join, they'll have enough campaigns to join. Notably, Joe Navarra has enough points to get in, and so does Jimmy Haga. So we need to talk to those guys to say, please put up your NEBA $25 entry fee and you will be in. Following those, we have 3 bowlers at 30 points. You need 36 points to get in. And a singles win is worth 6 points. Doubles win is worth 2 points. And Hagemoser nudged the 7 out. He got the 9 out.
Still a good shot.
It was a more powerful ball than that.
Hold on, I'm calling an inquiry here. Inquiry.
You
trying to tell me Jim Harger was only in NEBA for 9 years? That
Jim
can't be
Harger
right.
has had 16 membership seasons. He's not checked on this box, which tells me I don't think he's renewed his membership.
Oh, no, here it is. He
had 1 Bowler of the Year season, membership season 16.
It has to be 3 distinct.
You have to have 10, right.
So that's why he doesn't qualify. It's not the
No, he has to qualify. He has to just join.
Look here. You have to have won a title or a Bowler of the Year in 3 different years. Maybe he only won
maybe that's the problem. Oh, okay.
So
maybe that's the issue.
It's not just a membership thing.
Membership season's 10, right.
He had
10.
16.
So Navarra needs to join.
Once
Navarra joins this year,
would have to win.
Excuse me, you're right. Thank you.
I'm like, there's no way Jim Harger only bowled for 9 years. It's impossible.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Thank you.
So Harger needs titles in 2 more years.
Yeah.
At his age, I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we'll see. So maybe we do some kind of honorary component there.
We almost made that.
So Andrew Hall through the beak.
See that? It wasn't crazy.
3, 4, 6, 7, and takes out 3 of them. That's going to be the second open for that team, but they have the only double, so unfortunately they're going to be down a mark and count right now. So about a 12-pin match happening now on 9 and 10. Meanwhile, the Hagemoser match, awfully close, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Slight lead still to the Malik Grove and the Rob Green team. Big shot there by young Hagemoser. He's got the Dutch going. Thanks for straightening that out, Gas. I was wondering why the check mark. Why not the check mark next to Harger?
I knew there was no way Jim Harger only bowled for 9 years.
There you go. So, like I said, 3 bowlers at 30 points. Chris Forey, Bill Green, and Tim Healy. A couple of wannabes at 26 points. That would be Bruce Hall and Chris Monroy. Roger Burrell, Keith Demain, Roger Fournier, and Brian Maxudis, named from the past, at 24 points, as well as Jimmy Pritz at 24 points, and then down from there.
So I'll tell you exactly how that happened right now. I just looked it up. Jim Harger won both of his titles and Bowler of the Year in 1976.
So he had that one amazing year. All three of his
achievements came in 1 year.
Right. So he needed to.
So the part of the criteria is you have to have
do it
qualifying
years,
wins in 3 different seasons.
Well, there you go.
That's part of the rule.
So I've got 15 seasons, and I won across 6 different years. So what do you think about that? So all I need now is the points, but those are hard to get.
Yeah.
Let's see. While I got the Bowler of the Year list, Greg Flaman, 2011 Bowler of the Year.
That's right.
No, that was really hard. A lot of people helped me, and I stress that. I don't know how it works for everybody else, but you look at it that you had a great year, and I did, obviously. But I mean, there was a lot of people along the way that really helped me in a lot of ways.
See the names Lichstein, Bogosian, and Webb on this list a lot.
You think?
Oh yeah.
and Aguiar.
Aguiar, I was going to say.
Those names seem to show up quite a few times. Wow. Todd Lathrop has a couple. It's a pretty good list.
Beautiful shot there by Hagemoser. Very strong off the corner there.
I think what's most impressive is when you go to the Hall of Fame dinner that you have, and you look at the people in the room, and then you realize, I mean, NEBA is so great, but where everybody's going from NEBA, there's people in that room that have won practically everything.
Well, I think, our friend, who was there? Bill Spigner, of course, came in for it. Patrick Allen was there.
Yep.
We had, of course, Larry Lichstein and Mike Lichstein there at the event.
But it's just the titles. Every title you could think of, whether it's a national PBA title, Masters titles.
It's all there,
I remember the Lustig tournaments. I mean, all the marathon tournaments, all the ones you can think of over the last so many years. There's people in that room that have won it.
That's right.
It's pretty impressive.
I was glad to be there, but I had to buy a ticket.
I remember Barry,
I had to buy a ticket to get in, but I went. And I was glad to. It was fun. I got to see a lot of people I hadn't,
I was the MC, so I don't think I had to buy a ticket. I would have. It was fun. So, I had a very much love-hate situation there because being the MC, they gave me one of the pins that all the Hall of Famers signed. And I looked around that pin, I noticed my name wasn't on it, so I was like, I'm not sure I want this, to be honest with you. I mean, not that I don't like these guys and all, but, so. And there's a strike by Zimmerman to give him the double to match the triple for Kempton. And
is that a Brooklyn or a Jersey?
Rob Green walking one out.
That's a Cali.
We want to try to do a Cali now, according to we didn't want jerseys or Brooklyn.
Is that something new?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Okay,
it's like a Farkle.
Chris Fiali has his own bowling dictionary.
He does.
Oh yes, that's a lot of fun.
It's like the Farkle is taking over the Messenger.
Did you see that he put that on Wikipedia? The bowling.
Did he really?
Did he?
Yeah, Farkle. It said it's also known as a messenger. Blah 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 blah. It was on there for a couple hours and then got taken down somehow.
He has all different ones too. He's got to have a dozen different kind of Farkle.
Yes,
spinning Farkle.
Yeah, there's the spinning Farkle. There's the flying
Messenger
Farkle. There's the senior Farkle, which is the slow one, slow moving.
Oh, I had a senior Farkle yesterday. But I think I was the only one that threw one in the whole tournament on that 47-foot pattern. He called it when it was halfway across the lane too. I was bowling next to Chris, and the pin was just slow rolling. It was about where the 5-pin would have been. He goes, "That's a Farkle."
Well, once again, I want to really thank you for GrogMonster there and your sponsorship, Greg.
Oh, sure.
And $1,200 from GMS Concrete.
Clay Schwartz, thank you, Clay.
Clay Schwartz, thank you very much. And, of course, where are we going next, Gas?
We are off to Callahan's Bowlerama in Newington, Connecticut on July 16th and 17th. It will be a recreational pattern, and we will have $4,500 in added money, $2,000 from Lisa Callahan herself, and another $2,500 in the from the general sponsor fund.
Fantastic.
And like I said earlier, it's a great centralized location. It's not a long ride for anybody. I mean,
it's right in the middle. It's nice.
It's even from me coming from Boston, that's only about an hour and 40-ish. So let's show appreciation for the added money and let's fill the place.
Malik Grove, beautiful shot there. And just watch Roca carry a swisher. Let's see what's going on with that match. Might have to invoke the official binoculars here, guys. See how we're doing.
Boy, this match is still tight here.
Sure is. So 2 pins separate the top bowlers, and here's Rob Green at 13 up +2, so 15 advantage.
I'm going to zoom in on those scores as soon as Rob throws his shot.
Okay. And give them the Brooklyn to get them to 23 ahead. And now here's Hunter Kempton, who can extend his lead in this match over Hall and Zimmerman. And he's up the edge and dead flush. Beautiful
nice
shot there by Kempton. Let's check in on the Roca Webb match. Excuse me, Nathan Green Webb match. Nathan Green just covered a bucket to keep his Dutch deuce going. And he is essentially 4 pins off of his man. And on the bottom of that match, that's about an 8-pin differential. So you got about a 10-pin match here with Webb in the deficit. So Copping with the advantage in that match right now over Webb. And let's try to get our end match here. And we've got some tough games by Roca. Let's see here.
I'm going to try and flash the scores on the Hall Hunter Kempton match right here.
Yeah, Roca and his partner are having a very hard time of it down there. They're not adapting to that pair at all. They've got
that was low scoring last time.
160 and 180 respectively.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other side has even and then -16. So you're talking about a 30-pin lead or so for Coco down on that 5 and 6 match. And right out to the edge is Hagemoser. Does not respond and does not get the love off the corner. I was going to say, this place is not known for its pop off the edge. It's okay, but I've never had a fantastic outside shot here. And there's Adam Zimmerman right through the beak on that shot. And here's Kempton going for his 5th in a row. And Malik Grove ripping Farkle. That was a screaming, flying, violent Farkle.
That's all I got is wow.
We're giving some new names to that Farkle baby.
Wow.
And Kempton through the beak for the split. That's going to tighten that match up a bit since Hall did triple. So we'll have to do the math on this one and see how we're doing. Meanwhile, a chop by Adam Zimmerman. Let's see. Let's line Zimmerman up.
Yeah.
There, and a beautiful shot by Hagemoser there. So this match with the Hall is with Hall and Kempton is within 10. A beautiful shot there by Rob Green, his 4th in a row, and they're extending their lead. There's Maria Bolanova, bowls a lot on the PWBA tour, and she throws it beautifully. Fortunately, that one crossed over quite a bit.
Wow. They're still tricky.
They sure are, but
you don't get the ball where you want it to. It's not going to be high in the pocket. It's going to be on the other side of the head.
No layoff. It doesn't lay off for you. And Andrew Hall through the beak again for the 3-4-7. And it just does not lay off. Once he rears up a little bit, that ball reads too early. Good cover there by Colby. Unfortunately, this match is nearly over here. The Malik and Rob Green team looking like they're going to take over.
Oh,
and wow! The ball goes 7 out.
That's the problem with going for that spare.
You gave it a ring. That's what you got to do.
You got to go for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to put them in a deficit on both sides of the equation, and going to put them about 30 behind.
30 down.
Yeah, exactly 30 down now with 2.5 frames to go. And Agamoser through the beak. Can't control that outside part of the lane.
It's amazing, really, how violently it comes off the corner sometimes, and then
other times it doesn't. You
really touchy.
Throw it left, and it just lays off, and you get nothing. And then Hunter carries again. 30-pin lead for that team. Crunch time now for Adam Zimmerman. Now, what's going on with Webb here? Webb's right next to him. Webb with a chance to double. And does not. Oh, Webb working on almost a Dutch deuce, except that he flagged that 7-pin. His opponents are basically even.
You're starting to get some play in these lanes now, and they're getting tougher.
I think so. It's interesting. I think that it was hard to say it, but I think they were better fresh. And as they start to track up, they're just very unpredictable how they're breaking down. Malik over on the miss, but still has his man.
So they're up by 9 on the top,
and a lot on the bottom.
73, 36,
70,
yeah, they're up
40 on the bottom. So
it's almost just that's about it.
It's pretty much over. There's Hartbarger through the pocket.
Oh, we should also mention that the winners of these matches will be automatically qualified for the Paul Forey Memorial Series.
That's correct.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's quite the series.
Speaking of which, Gash, you have the list there.
I do.
I will tell you that we have already populated the top 32 bowlers out of 64 we're going to populate.
So what this means is Chris Forey of Buddy's Pro Shop has generously donated $10,000 in his father's name and created a FedEx Cup, style series where there were 8 events during the season where 8 bowlers will qualify. So in the doubles tournament yesterday and today would be the top 4 teams. Those 8 guys would advance.
Yep.
And there are other singles tournaments scattered throughout the year.
And they're written in, so we've got that list. So far, only 1 duplicate.
So far, yeah, in the 4
out of 32 guys.
How about the 8 people? Are there anybody left that's on the list already?
I'd have to look at it. I'd be amazed if there wasn't, because the further you get into this, the more likely.
Tom Coco is on the list. Jeremy Hotbarger is on the list.
That's a great way to do it.
Well, Jeremy's going to be out. Oh no, Jeremy.
Andrew's on the list.
Excuse me. Yeah, Andrew's on the list. He looks like not looking good in this match.
RJ Martinez is still bowling, right? Or did he get knocked out last round?
Martinez is out, I believe.
Yeah. Yep, they got knocked out last round.
Yep.
Roche, sold. Aaron Major's out. Stephen Major's out. Yeah, that's it. So there's a good chance we could have 8 new names to the list today.
The 7-10 in the pocket for Hunter Kempton.
So what happens with that, Greg, is those 64 bowlers that qualify, in our, let's see, where is it? The tournament, the regular NEBA on October 2nd, all 64 players that qualify have to bowl at 9 o'clock. And their qualifying score will count for this series, and then they knock out like the bottom 16 scores.
When is that?
October 2nd.
Right.
I'll be there. So you knock out like the bottom 16 or whatever it is, and then the other 48 go to the next month, and then
so it's like an eliminator. It's like
keep
the
chopping
golf,
out the bottom of the list, and then at the end, you know, the last 30 some odd guys are going to cash, and first prize is around $2,200 bucks.
2,000, I think.
Yeah,
that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no extra bowling involved. It's all based on
you have
your
to be
qualifying score. You have to bowl that squad, or
Right.
you're eliminated. And,
Right.
you know, it's also going to help entries because those 64 guys now are going to have to bowl at 9
Yes,
o'clock unless
definitely.
they want to stay
It's
in
a
the tournament.
guaranteed in. Yeah, guaranteed in.
Plus, a lot of the qualifying, during the summer helps a lot too.
All right, so it looks like must-strike territory for Andrew if I'm seeing
I
these
believe
scores
so.
right.
They got some count back with Hunter's 7-10, but they're still 21 down or something to that effect. So, I mean, I think Andrew can get it within one if he can strike here.
Nice shot.
Beautiful shot there. That'll help.
So Green and Grove are on to the final four.
So this match is now within 10, actually, the Hall match. Huge spare here for Bullanova. And now Eric Copping and his partner are taking control, looks like, of the web match.
Oh, she missed it.
Bullanova goes by the 10-pin. Give her 182, and that is going to give the Hall team the lead, believe it or not.
By 3?
By, yes. So one there, call it
Strike
83.
here will go up by 13.
That's right.
Wow. It's close.
And light for a 2-8.
So that goes down to one
So
pin
the lead is now 1. And Adam Zimmerman on a spare. So Andrew needs to make this a very, very distinct possibility of a tie here, guys, on this match. Coming right down to it. And whatever Hunter does, Adam will definitely have to do. Oh, no luck for Kempton. Very good shot. He comes in for
Is that a plastic ball Hunter's throwing?
It's not aggressive, I'll tell you that. I don't exactly know what it is.
It looks like a...
It might be.
That's all it's...
And
Andrew makes the spare to keep the count, so they stay up by 1.
So 203. So here's the... Yep, exactly 1.
So
Zimmerman
has to match whatever Hunter does.
Right. So the thing is, Zimmerman can go... Hunter needs to make this 7-pin, first of all. And then Zimmerman is going to need 9.
Well, actually,
he's going to have to fill 19 to tie.
Right.
And then it's going to depend what Hunter does in his fill. So this shot here is just everything for Zimmerman. If he can strike, that's basically the match. And there's a spare.
Hunter cleans up the 7-pin.
Hunter.
Big shot here, big shot.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, he really needs to get at least 9 on this shot.
He does. Nine spare, and they are exactly tied. 8 spare, down 1. Strike, up 1. Ball's away. It's high, and he gets it. Lays off at the back.
Great shot.
It looks like it was left,
So
but it lays off. And
Hunter strikes, he just needs a spare.
If Hunter strikes, yes.
To win by 1.
Hunter must strike here because spares are not a given on this pattern.
Nope.
So Hunter would very much behoove himself to strike. And he's taking his time for sure. He knows it too. And Zimmerman can get another one and close the door, of course.
We got a question. Who's winning the web copping match? Can you see down there?
Copping has taken charge. His partner has a 4-bagger most recently.
Hunter
is a strike for Hunter now.
So Zimmerman does need to fill 10 here.
9 to tie to fill and mark to win. And nothing is guaranteed here.
Any spare will do.
Zimmerman with a lot of experience in college and junior gold and team trials. No stranger to this situation. Oh, that's got a chance. And he flushes it.
Wow.
That's the game.
Yep.
Great
pressure
comeback
shots
by Adam Zimmerman. And very, very tight match there. And let's see what's going on. Let's get an exact score in the copping match. Yeah, I think you're looking at $180, and you've got 30 over and 2-0. So you've got a dominant. Nate Clark has taken control of this match.
What about down on 5 and 6? Can you see that?
Let me have a look at 5 and 6. I believe the Coco team had the lead in this match. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, you've got 220 to 160 on the top on the Coco match in favor of the Coco team, and then the bottom is ahead as well. So that's going to do it. So
Perone and Coco are going to advance?
Yes, that's correct. So Coco will advance. Hall and Zimmerman will advance, which keeps me on the live stream, my friend. Sorry to say.
The web match out of wood.
The web match is out of wood. Yes, Clark has that dominated on that match.
All right, so that I'll tell you what.
We have our 4.
We have our final matches. I'm going to run them over real quick, and then we're going to sign off, and because we have to move the camera again, and they're only going to get 2 shots in each lane in the next round, right?
That's right.
We don't have a lot of time to move the camera.
Hustle. Come on, let's go.
Our featured matches on the next round will be Perone and Coco versus Clark and Copping on 13 and 14, and on 15 and 16, Hall and Zimmerman versus Green and Grove.
There we go.
We're going to move the camera, give us a couple of minutes, and we'll be back on for the round of 4. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you soon.